Hey there, and welcome back to Cosmic Crypto. In this video, we're going to be looking at Algorand, ALGO. Now that was a nice move. Let's go. Okay, welcome back to the channel. If you're not already subscribed, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to the channel. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, because that's when they say that I could start getting paid. If you're not following me on Twitter, please follow me there too. I don't get paid there, I just get annoyed. All right, let's go to the daily time frame on Algorand. And yeah, so I did a video on Algorand, was that last night? But yeah, we got a nice move today. Yeah, because that would have been yesterday. I think we started down here. Anyway, we got a nice move today. So yesterday in my video, I saw on the lower time frames, I think we had some bearish divergences, but that could have, you know, that obviously either played out and then we got a nice move, which I'm not on the lower time frame right now. But the target was right around 39 cents. And as you can see from the Fibonacci, the green line here is the 618, and so I was saying that we're probably going to come up, tap that 618, get rejected, and then the next move that we're looking for Algorand is to break above this 618. We've already been slowly making our way up to it, so as you can see, we've got these higher highs right here, and we just got another higher high right here, and we're holding this support down here really nicely. So that's good. The bears are losing momentum because as we're getting higher highs, we're also just kind of maintaining support right down here at the bottom. And we're starting to get the braid filter with a nice move today on the green histogram here. We got some decent volume coming in on the daily, and we are in good shape down here on the RSI. We've got plenty of room to run. I can imagine that if we were to break above this 618, that our next target on the daily would be around 50 cents, which is where this 200 EMA is. And so we could go up, get that 200 EMA, get rejected a little bit, and possibly come back down to retest this 618 Fibonacci right here, which in turn would, our RSI would probably break to the upper level here, probably hit around 75 to 80. And then that's when we'd need to come back down anyways. And then we need to start looking for a buy opportunity, because if you're not in this move right now, you're at resistance. So right now is not a good time to get into this move. You want to wait for the retrace to come back down and then get your buy in. Now, if we break above the 618 retrace and we test it as support and we find it as support, that might be your buy opportunity. Then you can ride it up from the 618. As I get disconnected here. From the 618, you can ride it up to the 200 for a 30% move, which would be a pretty nice move. So, yeah, everything's playing out really nicely for Algorand. Right now, we are up 11.5% on the day, which is great. And we did break above the 100 EMA. So, as you can see back here, as we've been falling, and this is going on for quite some time. This is January of 2022. So this is the new year that we just started falling. And you can see we couldn't get above the 20 here. We didn't even reach the 100. Couldn't reach the 100. You know, started falling. And finally, we not only broke above the 20, but we finally broke above the 100. So that's actually the next support line we need to hold. So if we go down to maybe the 12 hour, yep, there we go. So on the 12 hour, we have come down to 36 cents, which is the 200 EMA that we broke above on the 12 hour, which is fantastic. The braid filter is looking really nice. And so what is that, 36.20? Let's go back to the daily. The 100 is at 36 cents. So yeah, we did come back on the 12 hour to retest this 100 EMA, which is good. And you know, I mean, this move on this day, we have an hour and 30 minutes to go. If we don't break above today, I do feel like there's a decent chance that we break above tomorrow and finally get above this 618. We've got some great momentum heading in the bullish direction. Now let's go to the 4 hour and see if there's even a chance. See, look at this. This is great. So on the 4 hour, we are creating these higher lows, higher highs. Now, if you wanted to get in yesterday on the 4 hour, or when is this? That's well, that was a few days ago. So you find the bottom right here, and then you get to the top, and this came down and it tapped the 618. This would have been a fantastic opportunity to get in on this move, because not only did you retest the 200 EMA on the 4 hour, but you tapped the 618 on the Fibonacci. You basically held the 0.5, and then once you saw this candle right here get this lower wick, and we get back above with a body candle, so you could have got in right around here, around the 31, almost 32 cent level, or if you wanted to wait till this candle closed, this was a nice bullish candle here, you could have waited right there, and then you would have got in around 33.5 cents. And even if you got in right there, that 33.5 cents, and if you took some profit around just under the 39 cent level, that's a 15.5% move. Pretty good opportunity there in my opinion. Now on the 4 hour, the braid filter is got a higher histogram reading. Now again, there's still an hour and a half to go on this 4 hour, but the good news is we have these giant wicks here on the 4 hour, these candles right here. Then we had an indecisive candle. They're trying to figure out, okay, well, which direction are we going, since we can't seem to break above 37.3, and then we get this other candle right here. Now as long as an hour and a half goes on, this stays a solid body candle and we don't get a large wick to the top, which is still possible. We can get a nice wick like we got up here to push us back down. Now if that happens, I do expect us to come back down and retest right around the 34.5 cent level area. But if it stays a nice body wick, then I do expect that we have a good chance to get above this 618 in the next 12 hours or so, pushing us up that way. Where's the volume at? The volume is declining right about here, so, that's a bad sign. Doesn't mean we still can't get above it, but it is a bad sign that it's declining. We had some nice steady volume from when we tapped the 618. We had steady volume and then a nice push up right here, which is this is where the bears were waiting. They were waiting at this 618, because not only were they waiting at the 618 resistance here, yeah, the 618 resistance here, but this is also, I mean, you can tell this is where all the bears are hanging out. So not only do you have support right here, but right in this area, let me see if I can make this a little bit cleaner. Maybe not that much. Let's just do that. Okay, so if you can see this is where all the bears are hanging out. You can tell, because they were hanging out, the bulls were hanging out here, and then the bears pushed it through. And then couldn't reach this area, or I guess you could if you consider coming down to the bottom here. The bears were really strong right here because you couldn't even get into the buy zone right here. And so they pushed it down again. Finally, the bulls came up and pushed up to the top here, and the bears pushed them back down. So this is the area. So this is where the bears are hanging out, and the bulls are trying to get above. And down here at this section, this is where the bulls are hanging out. So the bears are pushing it down. And right around this area right here is where the bulls are hanging out. So when the bears push it back down, you got all the bulls having buy orders down in this area right here, because this is nice support. And so the bulls are putting in their buy orders, and then they're outperforming the bears in this area, so then it gets pushed back up. And we're just making this sideways channel right now. And so this would have been some great trading opportunities. Boy, man, I'm going to see what happens here, but this could be a nice opportunity to, if we can't get above, possibly short, although the momentum is in the bullish, direction in my opinion, so maybe not. Maybe this is the time that it actually breaks through, which would be nice, but boy, back here, you could have been shorting and then longing in all these areas. You would have been making some good money. Anyways, I think I talked about that yesterday in the video too. So pretty much what we want to see on Algorand is have this candle be a nice solid body candle, or just have it push all the way up above this 618. If it's another large wick like this, and the bears are able to push it down, that in my opinion brings us back down to the 34.5 cent level, possibly further depending on how strong the bears are. Maybe this is just another rejection of the area, and we come back down to retest around the 28 cent level. That's what I got for Algorand. Great moves. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a dude on his computer. And if you like what I got to say here, go ahead and please subscribe, like this thing, smash that thumbs up button, whatever you got to do, and I'll talk to you later.